Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Trailblazers, still early, but they have the third best record in the conference. And of course for the Spurs, they're currently in the 10th spot.
Checking out Portland, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that...
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Barnes is out there with Saddiq Bey. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Schroeder in at the point. And for Portland, we've got Paul George.
Here we go.
Norman Powell out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. Pass to Ariza. George outside from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The well-seasoned Ariza continues to make a difference. I mean, this veteran is a reliable scorer and a quality defender.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
And it's always fun to see a defensive powerhouse like Evan Mobley. He savors any chance he gets to affect a shot or totally shut down an opponent.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, when you look at Mobley's collegiate stat line, blocks definitely jump out at you. He averaged almost 3 a game.
Well, B.A., he obviously knows how to use all of his reach, but I'm sure he'll have to make some adjustments to be as effective here in the NBA.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, he hails from Germany. Dennis Schroeder, one of the fastest guys in the league. He is a blur when he's on his game.
And also, let's not forget, he played 3 years professionally in his native Germany before coming to the association, and he has never looked back.
James passes to Powell. Now Whiteside. Clock at 6. George for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
Pass to Mobley. Schroeder against James. And he's going for the lob. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Shot's good by James.
You know, it's really hard for me to say if there's ever been anyone better at finishing through contact than LeBron. He's just so big and strong and fast, too.
Now here's Schroeder. 9 points for him in his last game. Barnes with a screen on George. Puts it up from 15. Brown can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Pass to Powell. And here's George. Here's the 3. Mobley grabs the board. Powell against Bay. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Schroeder. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And San Antonio has possession. The Blazers making their last shot. Schroeder against James. Shot's good by Schroeder.
Nice dribble move that time by Schroeder. He's got a little bit of playground in his game. Most guys do, though.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. George with another miss. San Antonio trailing here. Outside, Brown. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Barnes. Schroeder with it. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Portland with a rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Brown finds Barnes. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Now James. A 29-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
Spurs shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Schroeder against Powell. Pass to Barnes. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Powell off the drive. Great crossover to get free.
Boy, it feels like we're tallying every assist, every point, all part of LeBron's expansive legacy.
Brown passes to Schroeder. James with the block.
Boy, superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
George outside. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's a look at some stats for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Pass to Schroeder. George against Brown. Paul George pulls down the board.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Now James shoots over Schroeder. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Brown passes to Schroeder. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. Basket's good.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
James outside. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Bay. Powell's shot is off.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Outside, Brown. Bay outside. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. George outside. Whiteside with a screen on Brown. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Brown passes to Schroeder. Some solid defense from James.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Ariza. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Timeout called. Portland. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. Pass to Dragic. Now here's Beasley. Outside Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson a screen on Johnson. Ooh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Rashawn Holmes, 3rd.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Walker passes to Young. The kick out to Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Johnson finds Dragic. On the take. Shot left block. And that's good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score. Walker against Dragic. No good. A bit long that time. Portland has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Burks no good. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Young inside, covered by Johnson. And Young slams it in. And you know when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk. Dragic against Walker.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rashawn Holmes picks one up.
And Goran Dragic out of Miami. I mean, wow. Had a brief stop in Toronto as part of the Kyle Lowry sign and trade, but ultimately felt like his talents were better used elsewhere. And he found a home with this team and is eager to prove he has something left in the tank.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. San Antonio trailing here. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Holmes. Robinson with the block.
Second in second chance points, 5th in field goal percentage, and they are in the top 10 in steals. This is a team that will force turnovers if you're careless with the ball.
And you brought up their ranking in second chance points. That's so important to this team. From a physical and mental standpoint, they want opponents to know it's going to be a long night. Dragic with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Johnson against Dragic. Softly drops in the floater. Dragic has got 6 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Holmes finds Walker. Young with a screen on Dragic. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now here's Burks. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The 3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Young, the pass to Walker. Back to Young. Pass to Mann. Young with a screen on Burks.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
McConnell, he's checked in for Portland. 1:06 left in the first quarter here. That one falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Walker for 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. McConnell outside. Johnson passes to Dragic. Excellent D there from Holmes. Well, San Antonio's shooting just 21% in the first quarter. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mann. Holmes with it. Back to Mann. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson to the middle. Trying to get back on track. Rebounded by Johnson. To the left wing. Unloads. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 13. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And with his slithery, slashing style of play, Goran Dragic knows all about drive and kick.
Try to get inside the paint and collapse the defense, and then we spray the ball. And you know, our saying is good to great. You know, sometimes you have a good shot, but if you make an extra pass, you're gonna have a greater shot.
And Grant Dragic has always been that triple threat: shoot, drive, and pass.
Yeah, and I played with him for many years in Phoenix, BA. I mean, he was just fantastic. You knew he had a chance to be special. He's always had that knack for getting downhill and getting his feet wet in the paint.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Paul George. Malik Beasley is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Brown. He had 25 points in the win against Washington.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Bay against James. Bay, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to McConnell. Back to George. And here's James. And stolen by Bay. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. When speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
McConnell against Schroeder. From the stripe. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Pass to Barnes. They set the pick. He takes it in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
He's off on the first. So for the Blazers, Whiteside, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Powell in for Beasley. Mobley, he's checked in for San Antonio. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Bay against James. McConnell left side. Ooh, poked away. Powell passes to Whiteside. Lays it up and banks it in. Whiteside's got his first points of the night.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
Now here's Brown. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Pass to Bay. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. George drives in, and there's James from the arc. Rebound San Antonio.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
McConnell against Schroeder. Now here's Brown. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to James. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right wing. Whiteside finds George. Shot clock at 5. Whiteside with a screen on Barnes. George. He's off on that one. San Antonio has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Schroeder against George. To the paint. Here's Mobley. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Mobley's gotten his second bucket.
You have to respect Schroeder's speed and try to cut him off. But when you do that, it leaves room to pitch it to the rover. You know, Schroeder was the runner-up for the six-man trophy in 2020, but he wanted an opportunity to
Throw it down!
He didn't. Oh,
wow!
Man.
You want some?
Woo!
You got some!
He was looking in the basket on that one.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Powell against Brown. Pass to Schroeder. Driving in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside.
Give credit to Schroeder. Tremendous on the drive, using his strength to get to the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
That mid-range jump shot has been a good weapon for them up to this point, guys.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
First free throw is good.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Burks, he's checked in for McConnell. So he gets them both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Outside, Brown. Blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he gets the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Brown can't hit.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Powell passes to Burks. Takes a three. Again, the miss by James.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
It's Brown on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Now keeping you up to date on the top rookies this season defensively. Here are the leaders among first-year players in blocks. Evan Mobley, number 1. Scotty Barnes is 2nd.
Hey, few guys can provide this type of intimidation this early in their careers. Just 2 dynamic talents defensively.
Yeah, both of them do a tremendous job of defending at the point of attack, not letting guys muscle them out of position. Forces to be reckoned with for sure.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
Outside Barnes. Driving to the basket. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Barnes has gotten his first points in this one. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Powell outside. And Dragic, here we go. Got a piece of it. Johnson passes to Dragic. Back to Johnson. Powell with it. Over Walker. Powell's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. On the wing man, defended by Burks. Back to Barnes. And he banks in the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Powell outside. Dragic against Walker. Dragic misses. San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Down low. Here's Young. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second in steals, second in opponent points per game, and they're currently third in team blocks. They do a great job finding ways to put a body in front of most shots.
And as their number 2 ranking in steals will tell you, defense has been a major focus for them. Constant pressure on the ball, quickness, and a mindset that they're not going to make anything easy on you. He misses the free throw.
And you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
And the Blazers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Holmes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Barnes.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Holmes, a screen on Dragic. And Walker, here we go. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Robinson. Walker against Dragic. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Schroeder, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Portland has possession. Dragic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ariza sets a screen. Dragic misses. Dragic has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Schroeder into the lane. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 8 points.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Wow, it's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Schroeder against Powell. Holmes, a screen on Powell. Here's Schroeder. Count the basket. 10 points for him.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Here's Ariza. 8 points in his last time out. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Beasley's checked in for Powell. And he makes both free throws. For San Antonio, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Up top, Walker. He's guarded by Beasley. Beasley against Walker. Shot clock at 6. Holmes, a screen on Beasley. Robinson with the block. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. The Spurs making a switch here. And here's Schroeder outside. And he can't get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. They set a pick. Here's Beasley. Now here's Burks. Not a lot of room. And he converts the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 16. Walker against Beasley. Here's Schroeder. Can't hit from in close.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Dragic. 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. Rebound San Antonio.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Schroeder finds Walker. That one no good. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Robinson, a screen on Walker. Pass to Burks. Fires for 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Schroeder against Dragic. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Here he goes. Robinson with the block. And they'll keep possession. And so it's Portland, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. And Shaq, you won a dozen Player of the Month awards. What did you... And right now, let's talk about that monster. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Spurs, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Barnes. Then there's Mobley. And it's Bay in at the 3. Pass to Brown. No good from outside. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at about 44% so far.
And you know, this could be the season that LeBron passes Karl Malone for second all-time in career scoring. And dare we think this? After a year or 2, perhaps even passing Kareem? That's almost sacrilege. But it could happen if LeBron stays healthy.
Looking to get it going. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Robinson. And Clark, LeBron already the all-time playoff scoring leader and second all-time in final scoring to Jerry West.
Well, it all makes sense, B.A. You added up his brilliance, his longevity, his consistency. I mean, he's made the finals just about every year, too. That doesn't hurt when you're talking about playoff stats. It is absolutely incredible what he's been able to do.
Schroeder against George. Bay right side. Shoots over Powell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Pass to Ariza. James outside. Back to Ariza. Out to Powell. Launches a three. Portland, no good that time either. The Spurs have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Ariza. Inside. Robinson. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And the free throw, no good. The Spurs shooting only 27% for today's game. And hey, here we go.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
To the inside. Here's Powell. And the shot goes in. Powell's got 6 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Schroeder against James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on LeBron James.
Clever move by Schroeder there, ensuring that he drew the foul while also still getting the shot up.
The first free throw is good. Whiteside, he's checked in for Portland. And so he makes both from the line. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. George outside. And here's Whiteside. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Right side Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
7th in field goal percentage, 8th in opponent field goal shooting, and they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And that field goal percentage stat tells you something about this team's offense. They aren't one to rush things or take ugly shots. They wait for those great looks to open up. James outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding. Yeah, and you know, as LeBron continues his illustrious, remarkable career, the question seems unavoidable. It's inevitable. Him or MJ for greatest of all time. For me, it's a matter of what flavor you like. You can't go wrong with either one. Personally, I know Jordan's got the rings, LeBron's got the career numbers, but I like the fact LeBron is 6'8", 250 plus, and Jordan was only 6'6", 215. I'm going with the bigger guy.
And there's the screen. Here's Brown into the lane. It's good. Brown's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
With the teardrop. James passes to George. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Brown. You know, Clark, it seems LeBron has cemented his top 2 spot, but many will say he'll never pass Jordan. What do you think?
Well, B, I tell you what, I don't have a problem with those folks who say that MJ is the greatest. I can see why people feel that way. And I'm leaning that way, but I love what LeBron has done longevity-wise. Titles are not the only measure for greatness in a team sport. So LeBron would get my nod just by an edge, a whisker, if I had to pick one or the other, him or MJ. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Mobley. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Rebound San Antonio. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the Blazers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here too. Young, he's checked in for Barnes. McConnell against Brown. James outside. Pass to Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Outside Young. James against Schroeder. 4 on the clock. Pass to Mobley. Shoots. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in the game. Powell against Bay. Powell in the post. Brown with the block. And he recovers it. They recover it. And that one drops. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Brown. Young with a screen on McConnell. And it's Brown off the drive. And the jam by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James against Schroeder. Going inside. And the jam by George.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
Schroeder against James. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Beasley's checked in for Powell. And San Antonio with a change here too. Mann's checked in. Here's Schroeder. 12 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Brown. Launches it. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 8 now. And he lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Pass to Brown. The 3-ball. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
James finds George. Whiteside with a screen on Brown. George for 3. And Young pulls it down.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Brown inside. Check by James. James against Brown. Back to Young. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. McConnell against Schroeder. James passes to George. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
James with the block. Back to George. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Brown. Fires the three. Paul George pulls down the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Pass to Whiteside. Here's James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Robinson, he's checked in for Portland. Holmes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Walker comes in for Schroeder. Walker against McConnell. Walker's shot is off. Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Up top, George. McConnell outside. Robinson a screen on Holmes. Here's McConnell. Tipped. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Beasley. With his first shot attempt. Nice touch on the bank shot. Mann's got his first bucket in this one. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
To the middle. And George with the basket on the assist from McConnell.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
Brown in the high post. Here's Mobley. Inside and stolen by Beasley. Now the Blazers on the move. Pass to George. Outside Robinson. James outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Holmes, good.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. George outside. And the jam by George.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Portland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Dragic. We've got Mitchell Robinson, Paul George out there with Norman Powell. And then it's Goran Dragic, and it's Beasley in a shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Dragic against Walker. Pass to Holmes. Robinson with a steal. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Don't forget about their points in the paint either. Those have been huge.
The first one falls. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
George hits them both. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
And the Blazers making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Portland on D. Dosunmu can't hit.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Burks. Now Dragic. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Here's Dosunmu. A shot from the mid-range. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Burks against Walker. Burks goes in, and it's in there.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Dosunmu. Now here's Johnson. Young with a screen on Burks. 5 on the clock. Left side Young. San Antonio again missing.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Bullock. Here's Ariza. Now Johnson. From deep three-point range. Rebound San Antonio.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
It's good.
Boy, Thaddeus Young does a nice job setting the screen solidly and then rolling effectively so he gets a chance to score on the backside.
Burks finds Dragic. Here's Ariza. The three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, back in 2017, the league adjusted the odds to the lottery. How do you like the change?
I really love it. I mean, instead of drawing the top 3, it's now the top 4, adding to the randomness and giving another team a chance to be in that mix for the top pick. And
take a break.
Evening out the odds has produced some shockers, too. New Orleans getting Zion was one of them.
And he knocks down the first one.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Good on both. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. There's a screen by Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Robinson Earl, covered by Johnson. The kick out to Walker. Off target from outside.
Is still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Saturday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
Well, the NBA has said we're in a transformational period. We have to earn viewers. Clark, moves like the play-in tournament looking to attract those viewers.
Well, you know what, B? I like the initiative the NBA has taken there. Clearly, you have to continue to create and innovate and adapt as a league. I think it's smart to try new things, and I think the play-in tournament added a level of excitement, not just with its newness, but with the competitive nature of those play-in games. So I think it's something that may find its way as part of the regular calendar going forward.
Here's Walker. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot two. Love the shooting Walker provides. When he's hot, Clark, he can carry this offense in short stretches.
Well, B.A., you know every team can use a microwave score.
Take a
and
break.
Walker is just getting started. Plenty of upside still to tap.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Walker. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Dragic passes to Burks. Dragic, a screen on Johnson. Here's Burks. Sweet little floater. Burks has got 6 in the quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Walker. And they pick up 2.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Portland has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Pass to Ariza. Outside Johnson for 3. Dragic. The shot, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Outside Walker. And here's Young. Defended by Dragic. The shake. And the nice layup by Young.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Now here's Dragic. The D's right on him. To the paint. And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers with you.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first. Whiteside, he's checked in for Bullock. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Dragic against Schroeder. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Dragic. Portland, no good that time either. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bay. Johnson against Schroeder. And here's Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. Back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
For the Trailblazers, Powell, he's checked in for Johnson. Beasley comes in for Burks. And LeBron subbed in for Dragic. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for San Antonio. Both free throws good from Barnes. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Ariza. Whiteside against Holmes. Beasley for 3. Portland again missing. Well, San Antonio's shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Barnes, no good. Portland has got just 1 of 6 threes to go in the fourth. James with the ball. Now here's Powell. Whiteside with a screen on Bay. Here's Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Brown with it. Takes it inside. Shoots over Beasley. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. That's tipped. 3 on 3. Here's Brown. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 11 points here in the second half.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
It's Beasley on the wing. Offline with a 3. Well, the Spurs shooting just around 32% from the field. Brown finds Schroeder. Banked it in off the glass.
And, give Schroeder credit. Taking the contact like a man and staying in control.
Beasley, the pass to James. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league and you're exposing people to Africa, to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. Mobley, he's checked in for Holmes. Beasley's gone 1 for 4 from the field. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Mobley. Back to Barnes. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Now James. Powell outside. There's the drive. The rebound by the Spurs. Mobley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. James against Schroeder. Over James. That one's wide left. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Powell against Schroeder. Here's James. Down low. Out to Powell. Over Schroeder. Powell, it's good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Schroeder against James. Schroeder can't get it to go. Portland's shooting 41% here in the fourth. Pass to Ariza. Powell outside. No good on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hey, from long range. Portland grabs the miss. James has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Brown with the steal. Pass to Barnes. Now Schroeder. Check by James. It's Brown on the wing. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Brown's got 13 in the second half.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You got to love how clever he is with the ball.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Trailblazers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against the Spurs.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for LeBron James.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Pass to Powell. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Driving inside, and Powell with the stuff.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Powell's shot is off. Robinson Earl. He's marked by McConnell. Pass to Young. Here's Mann. From deep. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Please drive home safely.
Hassan, you are one of the biggest players in the league, but you were getting up and down the floor tonight. Can you talk more about that?
I really want to go and start pushing the ball a lot more. You know, I really want to get out, push it, and just show my versatility. You know, and I'm going to just do it more.
Your team clearly benefits when you do. Thanks, Hassan.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, LeBron James.